Shabbat Shalom, L'chaim, L'chaim. This week's Torah portion is Vayigash. It opens up with Yehuda confronting Yosef, his brother, who at the time he didn't know was Yosef. And he's confronting him about this whole situation, all the trials he's put them through. And through this confrontation, it eventually leads Yosef to reveal himself to his brothers. And he says, look, it's me, it's Yosef. Hashem sent me before you to come and prepare us, because we have 5 more years left in this famine. And so he sent me here to prepare this land so that you guys can come and we can all be okay. And there's a beautiful moment, and they all embrace and all nice. And then he sends wagons, and they go and they bring the whole family down to Egypt, and they settle in the land of Goshen, which is supposedly the best land for shepherds. And Yaakov, his father, goes and blesses Pharaoh, so that every time Pharaoh should approach the Nile, it would rise and water the land. And the portion concludes with basically all the people selling everything, becoming slaves to Pharaoh, to Yosef, or to Pharaoh and Yosef, so that they could get food. And Yosef, mixes up where they live and everything so that his brothers shouldn't feel weird for coming to settle this land. The part that I really want to focus on is an interesting Rashi that I'm pretty sure I've learned before, but I don't exactly remember, to be honest. But it's when the brothers meet and Yosef reveals himself. It says that Binyomin and Yosef embrace and they cry on each other's shoulders. And Rashi explains why they're crying. He says that Yosef is crying because the 2 temples that will be in Binyamin's territory are going to be destroyed. And that Binyamin is crying because the sanctuary in Shiloh, which is Yosef's, is going to be destroyed. So they're both crying because the Mishkan and the Beis HaMikdashim are going to be destroyed. And I thought that's very weird because, they could cry at any other time in life. Why are they crying dafka at this moment for the temples, You would think they're crying for each other or something. And when I asked Sayela about this, we started thinking. And what we came to was that, and I really do believe this has something to do with why Rashi gave this commentary, that it's their lives were destroyed when Yosef was sold as a slave, and the brothers didn't know if he was alive. They thought he'd never see him again. Binyomin named all of his children after what happened to Yosef, that he was devoured by an animal, all these bad things. He said, because his brother didn't get to live a life, I'm naming all my children, all 10 of them, after his brother Yosef. And now they get to meet. And so what I really found was their lives were destroyed. There was so much destruction and trauma from this whole happening of Yosef being sold, or being as though he is dead. And now they're reunited, and their relationship has space now to rebuild and to grow. And that's what I think Rashi is saying. That just like the temples and the Mishkan were destroyed, so too will they be rebuilt. And I think it plays in perfectly with a teaching from Rabbi Nachman, who says that if you believe it can be destroyed, then believe it can be rebuilt. And I think it applies not only to, the Beis HaMikdash, but also to relationships, as we see. That if you believe something can be destroyed, which, unfortunately, many times in these days, we're seeing relationships are struggling, especially in America, or wherever it might be. It doesn't matter, it doesn't differentiate. But if you believe it can be destroyed, you must believe that it can be rebuilt. So Zrat Hashem, we should all merit to continue to rebuild and continue to develop deeper and deeper bonds with our loved ones, with our friends, and with our acquaintances. Shabbat Shalom.